going for, but a good try under the circumstances. However, it really isn't necessary. I mean it. After all, we all make mistakes. The heat and vibration were becoming unbearable. Wheatley couldn't speak anymore, couldn't actually think anymore, caught in the grip of G-forces that would have immediately turned any human into jellied pudding, his outer casing fast approaching a temperature of 2,000 degrees Kelvin. The only semi-coherent thought left in his shell was a scrambled desire to make his feelings known very clearly to whichever scientist had originally had the bright idea of making him able to feel pain. And over it all, her voice, perfectly clear and very, very cold. Mine was letting you go. Something was happening. He couldn't see it, but he could feel it. Some things were shifting. Servos, whining in the hollow docking points in his sides, things he hadn't been aware were there, but obviously had some function because he could feel them accessing his beleaguered mainframe as they came online. Even through all the noise and the pressure and the pain, he felt a stab of frustration that here, yet again, was yet another bit of him that he hadn't even known he could use. System administrator access has been granted. Your Aperture Science personal gravity augmentation rockets are now ready for use. Wheatley responded to this cheering news in the only way left open to him. He blacked out. I am really bad at reading things. I should just get, Tim to read this. Tim, you should read this instead. Tim, you should read this instead. Just do it. Just do it. I'm bad. I'm bad at this. Especially since it's 10:30 at night. And my dad's gonna get up soon and see me. And he's gonna be like, ah. On the surface, the lake seemed more or less perfect. It had all the features that were generally associated with nice lakes. Clear, clean water, swaying reeds, sloping banks blanketed with grass, and a scattering of wildflowers here and there. The works. Trees overhung it. Pleasant woodland skirted it to the east, and to the west the greenery was replaced by endless, gently rippling fields of ripening wheat. Sometimes the sun, sinking slowly behind the fields, caught the still, clear surface of the lake and set it shimmering, filling it with liquid gold. It was a lovely lake for sitting by, a beautiful spot for a picnic. It looked like it belonged in a certain kind of very expensive travel brochure, the kind that invites you to visit a world exclusively populated by people who are nicer and more attractive than you and everyone you've ever met, and look like they're having a much better time. If this lake had been in one of those brochures, there would have been a smiling couple enjoying cocktails on a red ginseng, but I don't know words. How do I words? On blanket under the trees, while a laughing family played with a brightly colored blow-up ball in the shallows. Which is a very good reason you should never believe anything you see in travel brochures. Sometimes a bird would fly overhead, notice the perfect glassy waters, and swoop down for a graceful, photogenic landing on the surface. They would paddle for a second, fluffing their feathers, and then vanish without a trace. I just fucked that up. It was a spring morning, just before dawn, fresh and mild. The last stars were still just about visible, reflected in the lake's tranquil surface. Crickets chanted their dry-throated songs in the long grass, although none of them hopped too close to the lake. They'd learned. The next second, the peaceful morning was shattered. A screaming sonic boom smacked through the trees, parting the grass and setting the crickets diving for cover. A bright point of light hurtled through the canopy, trailing blazing vapor and broken branches, and hit the lake in a hissing gout of steam, which was immediately obliterated by a giant geyser of displaced water. The resulting tidal wave drenched the banks and tore most of the wildflowers out by their roots, sucking them into the lake with the backwash. Time passed. The water boiled, bubbled, slowly settled down. Eventually, the crickets started up again, competing with the crackle of burning branches as the numerous Small fires in the fires, and the surrounding trees smoldered and died. Curiously, considering the clumps of reeds, mud, and other detritus that had been churned up by the impact. Once the ripples had finally settled, the water of the lake was exactly as clean and clear as before. Ow. The chamber was dark, cold and wet, with an oily sheen of condensation that had collected into pools here and there on the corroded metal floor. A sparse second-hand sounds delicious. Second-hand beam of electric light struggled in from somewhere far above the cracked ceiling, picking up the twisted shadows of rubble and broken machinery. In the dead silence, the sounds of a small, soot-blackened spherical robot slowly regaining consciousness carried further than they should have. Wheatley tried to open his optical plates as wide as they could go, only to find that he couldn't. The lower place was stuck shut, probably welded to his inner shell during his superheated fall. It wasn't a great start, but then neither was coming back online and waking up upside down in a pool of ancient grease. Ow. What happened? Oh shit, that was really bad. Oh, yeah, I'm really bad at this. I think my dad's here. Hey, have fun at work. Are you okay? Are you gonna open the door? Well, this is bad. I'm a bad person. Oh god. It would suck. We recorded this far and I wasn't actually recording. Yeah. So, you know your clothes are in here, right? That you could just come in now. I mean, I'm not even gonna edit this. Just come in. Just do it. Yeah. Screw people. Come on, just come in. Just come in. Do it. You're gonna go to work soon. It's okay. Yeah, I don't think he's coming in. Where am I? Okay. His voice was slow and slurred, echoing dismally off the walls. In the dim, unsteady blue glow from his optic, he could see familiar, module-built, off-white tiles, stained by years of corrosion and neglect. There was a thick, deadened smell of ozone and machine oil. Wheatley was by no stretch of the imagination Sherlock Holmes, tended to find it severely difficult to put 2 and 2 together to make 4, or, to be honest, even 2 lots of 2. But he knew instinctively that these 2 factors could mean only one thing. Oh, right, I'm back, aren't I? I'm back in this bloody place. I'm going to come out and say that is not ideal, although, admittedly, it's better than oh god, Kevin. Just remembered about that as well. I'm sorry, Kev. I'm sorry I couldn't do anything to stop you being atomized by that giant big meteor back there. He twitched. Sparks. Nice to have him back. Although, if I'm being totally honest, I'm also quite relieved it hit you and not me. Can't help it. Sorry, mate. Not very nice, but there you are. It's nature, isn't it? It's just nature. Nature, I say. Or in this case, programming, making me definitely very glad it's not me, and little tiny bits all over space, right? All over. I'm from the hood. All over space right now. Survival of the fittest. Not that I'm in amazing shape at the moment myself. Let's see if I can go one sentence without making a mistake. Hint, I can't. I suppose. Gingerly, he flexed the handle and flinched as a slurry of lake water and oil trickled out from the shuddering joint. No, that's not supposed to do that. Clearly spraying something there. No, that is definitely up the